Hello and welcome. Let's begin with our virtual housekeeping. Mute your mic when you're not speaking. Please have your video turned on at all times. If you want to be anonymous and keep your video off, you're more than welcome to do so. Please use your headset if possible, especially if you're in a crowded and noisy area. To ask a question, use raise hand button. Usually you will find this button on your Zoom control bar. Alternatively, you can use the chat box and ask a question as well. For high resolution of this video stream on Zoom, use the switch to share content button on top left of your screen. With the experience that we had with Zoom, the legibility of text presented in the presentation is much clearer on a screen size of 12 inch or above. So we will appreciate if you use the 12 inch or above screen size for legible text, which will give you Hello and welcome. My name is Vishal and this is our APMP cohort. Just want to make sure that I'm audible. I'm just looking at my feedback systems out here. Yesterday we had an episode of not having a live stream with the audio, so we did a test as well. Okay, it seems everything is fine and we will move ahead. My name is Vishal and we will begin our cohort for APMP. APMP is Association for Proposal Management Professionals. These are the professionals who does your bids, who from the uncertainty of perhaps gigabits of documents that you have from your client as an RFP, they make sense out of that document, convert them into a number, and of course give it to you, to the sales perhaps, to go ahead and do a sales. And at times they are capable enough to do that themselves as well. And this is an association for bid managers, people who are involved in pre-sales, bids, and of course they are involved in business development as well. So there was APMP was happening, did a BPC, that is Bid and Proposal Con, that happened in Mumbai last on 15th and the 16th of September, and I happened to be there, and we were promoting that for quite a long time. And congratulations to you all. As a cohort, you have all won. This concept of the book club has won the award of community service, and it was very much liked by the people out there, and we got the award. I just want to share with you the video for just a minute. Okay, it's only a 40-second video and you can just go through it, and you will have there were people over there. More than 250 people were involved in this one. They came in from countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, UK, US, and of course they were from India as well. So, and the companies that were being represented over there, these the people, that candidates that came over there, attendees, they were representing companies like JLL, Jacobs, ABB, Infosys, of course, Tech Mahindra, Future One company as well. There were many companies out there, and there were roughly 130 nominations, and out of those, your book club as well has won one of the award. Have a look at the video.
Of Witnessing Community Services Award is recognizing individuals who have demonstrated voluntary service towards the bid and proposal community through their time, action, talent, and dedication. And let's hear community services category goes to Vishal Kashyap from Firelinks.
Okay, enough of bragging. Let's go back to our book club right away. This is our session number 25. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Perhaps you're on LinkedIn, you are on YouTube or Facebook, and people who are on Zoom as well. And of course, the people who are on our WhatsApp group, which is more than 477 numbers as of now, and we are increasing day by day. And it's a vibrant community where people come together and they ask questions to each other. And not only for fire, of course, for bid as well. So here we go. We are one-stop platform for where we promote learning, and the concept is only to take out time for yourself weekly and study the body of knowledge, be it the body of knowledge of APMP, be it the body of knowledge of PMP, be it the codes and standards of an FPA. Though the book club was formed for the codes and standards of an FPA, but we have, gone into the other knowledge areas and domains as well. So going back, we are at the focus on the customer, and this is the section that was going on, knowledge area, and we were looking at the feature, benefits, and discriminators. Now, this is a very important part when it comes to your bid. Now, bid is not done the day it comes to when you as an organization receives an RFP, which is perhaps the customer has put on to a portal, and you are required to respond. That's a reactive response. I mean, there are bids which are where the customers and the sellers perhaps they come together way before even the first word of the bid RFP has been written, and they come across, and it's not a bad thing, it's a normal thing, because at the end of the day the customer needs to understand the process. They want to make sure that they have the budget of it, and there are many internal processes wherein they want to make sure that those processes are taken care of. And we have seen those processes when we saw the developing solution cost, we saw the developing a business case. These all knowledge areas, we have seen those definition in depth, and how the APMP body of knowledge is actually guiding you. It's a set of standards that has come together where people have time and again, following it diligently, have got success in their bids. So there we go. So we will be looking at the features, benefits, and discriminator when it comes to your bid. So you can look at those eggs, and one of that egg is not the one who is falling in line in terms of color. Okay, so you need to understand, we will see a sweet spot where your customer would be required, and this all comes from APMP body of knowledge. I'm not putting up anything. The reason we do a book club is because our purpose is to read the body of knowledge or codes or standards in verbatim. The reason is that a standard is written with a lot of thought goes into it, and it should not be left alone to be interpreted because of selective reading. And that's the reason we put all the text as it is, just to make sure that as a host, if I'm mistaken, somebody out there, of course, would be correcting us out. That's the reason it's called a book club. So understand your customer needs, what they want. Okay, at times when it comes to the RFP, if you're doing a reactive, when the RFP has been released, a tender, in other words, has been released, half of the race is already lost, because you're doing a catch-up now. You don't know the customer. At times, the procurement department, who would be ideally would be releasing an RFP, who would be asking you to do a business case for them, of the customer, they are not able to put out the requirement in a very clear manner. And if as a customer, if as a seller, you are able to get those, if you can read between those between the lines information which is not spelled out in your RFP, you would be connecting with the customer, and your would be, your bid would be a more responsive bid, and of course they will understand, they will connect with you emotionally as well, that yes, these people have understood our problem, and they would be the one who would be solving our problem. At the end of the day, while the RFP is out there, we are trying to find out a solution. They are trying to find out a solution, and we are trying to sell them a solution. Be it software industry, be it telecom, be it fire industry, which I belong to, be it airline as well. Of course, the all industry, the modus of operandi, the underlying need is the same. Then develop and evaluate a competitive intelligence. Of course, you're not the only one who is out there as a competitor who is selling this, who's trying to bid. There are many others out there as well. So you need to understand who is the incumbent over there. We need to understand who and what are their solid points where they can, which they can leverage, and they can take their bid to a next level. So, and how you can actually mitigate those points, and of course make your bid more responsive. And then it comes to determine your discriminators. So what keeps you separate, what keeps you the unique one, your USPs in other words. Use feature or benefit tables. It's a very good table. We will show you that in a couple of minutes. We are heading towards our time for today. Quantify the potential value of benefits. Quantify them. Just don't write our bid or our solution is the best. That doesn't matter. Quantify. Try to put a number out there. Our solution is like provides you 50% more speed, or churns the information 50% faster as compared to others. I mean, that gives them or twice, or just say twice. Okay, twice as so you would be getting a better knowledge. You will be reaching the customer better that way. Apply the so what litmus test. Okay, now at times the sales, not only sales, of course, the pre-sales and the bid managers as well, the bid people also, they're so excited about their solution and they want to pitch it to the customer. Just do a litmus test of saying, so what? So let's say you put up a solution, let's say iPhone 14, okay? Sir, we have got iPhone 14, it has got, let's say, 10% increase in the processor power. It can go up until the iOS, let's say 20, and then just once you do that, when you put the full stop, ask a question to yourself and your team, so what? The customer does not have the budget of the iPhone 14. He has the budget of iPhone 13. And as the rumor goes around, and as the fun is going around, what have they changed in iPhone 14? No bad advertisement to them, but just saying what's the difference. So do a so what litmus test, as I say. Now this is again a graphic that comes from the APMP body of knowledge. So you can see it's more or less, when I saw it for the first time, it looks like your ikigai. So what is your ikigai to your customer? Where are you resonating very well so that you can sell out? Okay, so this is your competitors offering, okay, and your customer needs are here, okay. Our capabilities as as a bid. So if you can see, this is your sweet spot. Ikigai it comes over here, but I'm just giving an analogy over here to see how you are unioning all the points out there. So this is your sweet spot, which are your discriminators. The customer needs it, the competitor does not have it, and we have it. Now, how much you leverage on that and how much you put forward that information out to in the bid, it's all dependent on you, and of course your bid would be of will increase the acceptability at the client. Then it's irrelevant. The competitor offering, they don't have it. Our capability don't have it. That's an irrelevant option. So customer does not need it. Competitor has it. So and we have it as well. So what's the point? There's no point in showing that to the customer. Neutral position is a maybe position, wherein the customer needs it, competitor has it, and we also have it. Okay, so it's since competitor has it, it's getting negated because you also have that solution, or your software, your solution, or your system integration that you're doing also has it. Our weakness, and of course that's perhaps you are an organization, as we studied in section number 1, wherein you are an organization who is trying to be from a known position to a favorite position. You're trying to upskill yourself, so of course you will be having some weaknesses. So customer needs it, the competitor has it, and we don't have it. Of course, that's a no. Don't even talk about it. Okay, so that's the feature, benefits, and discriminators. That's how you find your sweet spot. A lot of brainstorming is required, and that's the benefit table. Okay, and with that we are at our time for the day today, and I will leave you with the award that we won, and with that we will close our session. You have been a very awesome audience. Thank you for joining in today, everyone from LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and of course on Zoom. If you have a question, please feel free to post it on to the LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or on Zoom as well, and we will come back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. You have a good day ahead.
Category of Literacy Community Services Award is recognizing individuals who have demonstrated voluntary service towards the bid and proposal community through their time, action, talent, and education. And let's hear
Community Services category goes to Vishal Kashyap from Firelings.